this is Hedda. Welcome back to my channel. This video is really delayed. I wanted to make this video at the beginning of July, but I got sick with COVID, so I was out of commission for a while, like a couple of weeks. But I have still filled in my reading journal. I considered putting June and July together, but I decided against it, so this video will have the books that I read in June and also my cover page for July. As you know from watching my other reading journal videos, I like to make these spreads throughout the month in different locations, and that's why you'll see 3 different locations in this video. Here is my June cover page. I made this with lots of stickers from Lila journals. They're so pretty. And here is the first spread that I am setting up for June. The first book that I finished in June was Kingdom of Ash, which is the last book in the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I think I started this series in February and I am finally done. Well, I haven't read the little short stories, so I'll probably get around to reading those at some point. When I finished Kingdom of Ash, I got that empty feeling, you know, that you get when you finish a long series and you've come to really like the characters and you just don't want it to end. It's just sad. This series just got better and better the further I got into it, and this last one was really good and I was really into it. I just couldn't put it down. And it's really hard to talk about it this way because I don't really want to spoil anything for anyone. I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't read the Throne of Glass series. Maybe you want to read it, and it would be really bad if I spoiled something from the last book, because there are like 7+ books. I was not satisfied with the ending for many of the characters. I was like, they deserved better, and then it had to end that way for them. So that made me really sad, but it is what it is, and everyone can't have a happy ending, I guess, because I don't like that either, when like everyone survives and everyone gets a happy ending. That's just not realistic. So I should be happy that not everyone gets a happy ending, but also is really sad. In my notebook right now, I am currently in a black section. This is a Neapolitan notebook from Archer and Olive, so it has both white craft and black paper, and I'm currently in the black section, and I have this love-hate relationship to black paper like this because it does look really cool, but it makes coloring things a little bit harder for me. I chose red and black for the spread, or kind of red and orange and black, and I don't know, there's just something about red and black that I don't like. But at the same time, I wanted to try it because I don't think I've made a red spread in this journal yet. I could be wrong, but off the top of my head, I can't really remember any other red spreads. So I used the Tombow dual brush pen to letter Kingdom of Ash for the header. And for the rest of the spread, I am using mostly stationery like ephemera and stickers and stuff that you guys have sent me in pen pal letters. There are a couple of washi tapes that are not gifted, but other than that, I'm pretty sure it's all gifted. So I have these like flower stickers and butterfly stickers, Pantone stickers, and the girl stickers that are all gifted from you guys in pen pal letters. Actually, it wasn't my intention that it would be that way when I started out making the spread. It just kind of happened. I guess this just means that I'm not in the habit of buying a lot of red and orange stationery myself. So it just turned out that a lot of the stationery I had in these colors were from you guys. So that made me really happy. So I am kind of excited that the spread is a group effort between you guys and me. Speaking of pen pal letters, I have around 45 more letters to reply to, and I haven't visited my PO box in 3 or 4 weeks now, so there are probably a few more letters there waiting for me. So I am trying to send letters as fast as I can, but it is kind of impossible for me to reply to everyone. I wish I could, but it's just not feasible. But I will be replying to more of you throughout the summer, and during the fall, and I actually have a pen pal video coming out next weekend that you can look forward to. I'll be making a couple of letters in that video for 2 people who sent me pen pal letters this spring. The pen I'm using to write with is a Sakura Jelly Roll. It's just the white one. I'm actually using the 10 to write here. Usually I would write with the 8. The 5 is just useless in my opinion. It's the best size, but the color just isn't opaque enough with this gel pen, so I prefer the 8, but I wrote with a 10 here and it was fine. To quickly summarize, this book destroyed me and I felt really sad when I was done with it. I want to read more books by Sarah J. Maas, but I am hesitant to start Crescent City before the whole series is out, so I don't know, I might save it for later and read something else in the meantime. This next spread I set up at a cafe called Åpent Bakeri here in Oslo. I think it used to be an old tavern or something, but it's really cute. So for this spread, since I was filming outside of my home, I had loosely decided on a theme beforehand. I knew I wanted to go with more black and white, I guess, or a little bit beige for the spread. Also, some of these clips are quite bright and some of them are quite dark. I apologize for that. It's still me trying to get used to black paper and lighting. I don't know, it's just very different from white paper. So I know my limitations and this is one of them. So for the spread, I also used a lot of stationery that you guys gifted me, and I used washi tape from the Constellations set from Notebook Therapy. This spread is definitely more structured than the previous one because I made a border around each page on the spread, so I kind of separated them, but they're still part of the same thing, if that makes sense. And the theme of the spread is kind of mysterious, magical, celestial in a way. But the theme has nothing to do with the book that it's for, because the second and last book that I read in June was The Heart Goes Last by Margaret Atwood. So for those of you who have read that, there is nothing magical about it. It's kind of a dystopian story, and I couldn't really understand if it was meant to be kind of comedy because there were some really hilarious things happening, but also very serious. There's like death and maliciousness in there, but kind of a dark comedy in a way. The only other books that I have read by Margaret Atwood is the Handmaid's Tale and then the second Handmaid's Tale book, and so I know that she's really famous and I really liked The Handmaid's Tale. I mean, it's awful, but I really liked it, and I knew that I really wanted to read another book by her, and this one just kind of popped up randomly while I was browsing through Audible. I listened to this one as an audiobook, and I actually bought it a long time ago, and it's just been sitting in my library, and I thought now was the time. I've said this before, but I like to start reading books without knowing what they are about, without knowing even the type of genre, because I like to be surprised, and it's fun. I am sometimes like this with TV shows and movies too, so it's not just books, but yeah, I like to be surprised like this. So reading the beginning of this book, I was like, oh, is it a romance? Is it like about 2 people who fall out of love, and is it about heartbreak? And then it was definitely about more than that. This was kind of a crazy book, I would say. It just went off the hinges. It just got weirder and weirder, and I think I would really recommend it. It was strange, and I was very captivated by it, and I think especially because I had no idea that it was going to be this way from the beginning. So for me, it was a very strange experience, starting from like, oh, there's a couple who lives in their car because they lost their jobs and they lost their house or whatever. And then suddenly there's just so much more to the story. So I would definitely recommend my approach to books, because you'll always be entertained and you'll have no expectations. Maybe some of you find that approach strange, but for me it really works. So I wrote with the same pen again for the spread, and I really like how it turned out. I used some of my witching hour stickers for the spread to add a little bit of color. So the purple and the yellow is from that sticker sheet. I recently restocked the witching hour sticker sheet in my sticker shop actually, so if you want to check that out, there will be a link in the description box. If you're wondering what I write in these book spreads, I just write about what I thought about the book, what I was feeling while reading it, my expectations versus what it turned out to be, and that's pretty much it. There's no secret to it. I just write whatever comes to mind really about the book, and I really like having that approach because it does make it less work to make the spreads, and a reading journal should be fun and should not feel like a chore. The very last spread I am setting up in this video was filmed at home, and this is my cover page for July. This will be a little bit different because I already know how many books I read in July because it is the end of July, so I'm kind of setting this up after it happened, but that's fine, it happens. I wanted to use some of my new stickers from Paper Monogatari, aka Anna from Journal Away. I bought the whole Panda Valley collection and I really wanted to use it for the spread because red pandas are adorable. I mean, regular pandas are also very cute, but red pandas are especially cute. Here you're just seeing a little unboxing, I guess. I mean, I'd already opened this before to look at everything, but I'm just showing the whole collection here. It comes with stickers and washi paper. It comes with washi tape too, which you'll see a bit later, and an art print, 2 prints actually, one big and one small. And I just thought it would be really fun to try this on black paper. At first I was like, maybe I should use the panda because it's black and white and maybe that will look nice with the black background, but I ended up with the red panda. I really love this set because you basically get everything you need. There are both opaque stickers and transparent ones, and there's washi paper, like 4 different kinds, and there are sticker flakes, sticker sheets, and even 3 washi tapes, which you'll see me pull out in a little bit. I picked out some frames from my collection of frames that I have acquired over the course of this year, and I chose 3 because I already know I've read 3 books in July, and I will of course make a video talking about those. My next reading journal video will be about my July reads. Hopefully it won't be a month late. So here you can see the washi tapes, and I used all 3 of them here. I was a bit curious if they would show up well on the black paper or not. And I would say that the pink and the green one looks really great on black paper. And then the last one is kind of a white-ish, greenish washi tape, and it doesn't show up as well, but you know, 2 out of 3, that's pretty good. For the title, I used one of the monthly stickers from the collection, but because it's transparent and the text is black, I actually put the sticker on some of the washi paper and then I just cut out that washi paper, so it has a border but it's not completely white, so it looks a little bit more interesting, I guess. And then I had these branches, I guess, these paper branches that I got from Stationery Pal a while back. I don't think I've ever used them because they are a little bit hard to glue down because they're so thin. So what I did is basically I put it down where I wanted it, and then I put the big red panda stickers on top of it to kind of hold it in place, and then I just glued some parts of the branch with my glue tape. It was a little bit messy, so I don't know if I would recommend doing it that way, but it worked. I also, of course, made some sparkles with my white gel pen, and I think that white sparkles on black paper is one of the most aesthetic things I know, and is part of the reason why I wanted to use this notebook, because it has all kinds of paper and the black is just such an interesting look. But like I said before, it is a love-hate relationship because it is hard sometimes to figure out how it will work when I'm so used to using just white paper. So as you can probably tell, the left side here is kind of the cover page, and then on the right side I have the frames that will hold the books that I read in July. Usually I set this up before the month starts, so I don't necessarily know how many books I'm gonna read, but I usually make room for 3 to 4. I think one time I did 5 even, frames or like sections to put down books. This time, like I said, I knew that I'd read 3 books, so that was easy enough, simple to just set up those 3 frames. And then I just kind of positioned them wherever they fit. I used some ripped paper out of an old book that one of you guys sent to me, and I tried to incorporate some of the washi paper as well as the stickers. I also put another one of the white branches from Stationery Pal, and I think that the look was really interesting. It's kind of as if you use a thick white gel pen or an acrylograph pen from Archer and Olive, for example, to draw on the page, but it's actually paper that you just glue down, so that's kind of fun. For the transparent stickers, I put them down on white paper first and then cut around it, and that way it's not transparent anymore. I just kind of wanted that white border because there's a lot going on this page, and even though the white border around stickers might seem a little bit obnoxious sometimes, it actually helps separate the sticker from the background. I think that's really important so that not everything just like blends together and you can't really tell the different components apart. So I made this little red panda a white bordered sticker instead of a transparent one. For the title, I just wrote books that I read on the same washi paper that I put the July sticker on. So although the font is a little bit different, it still has the same vibes, I guess. If you remember my reading challenge for 2022, you'll see that I did not, yet again, complete any books for that challenge during June, but during July, I did 2. So I am trying to get back on track. I might not make it, but you'll see in the next reading journal video which books I read to complete 2 more locations in my reading challenge for this year. Also, I get asked in almost every reading journal video if I have a Goodreads account, and I do have a Goodreads account, but it's just like a personal one. My profile picture is a bird and I don't post reviews or anything like that. I just kind of keep track of the books for myself. So I'll put a link to it in the description box, but I don't really post anything there, so I don't think it will be that interesting, but you can follow me if you want. And that's all the spreads that I'm making in this video. Since I only read 2 books in June, there wasn't that much to make, to be honest, but I did have a lot of fun setting up these spreads, and especially the cover page for July I'm really happy with. So now I'm excited to share my July reads with you, so I will get started on that video as soon as I can. As always, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it a lot. If you want to see more reading journal videos from me, please subscribe to my channel and also check out my reading journal playlist, because I do have a lot of reading journal videos. In the description box you will find links to my other social media, and if you watch this video all the way to the end, please put a panda emoji in your comment. And all that's left to say now is that I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!